Today's lab is called Chemistry in a Bag Lab. As we work through, you are going to explore how different chemicals interact in a bag and make observations regarding them. At the end, you'll try to figure out what chemicals are responsible for the different changes we see. Don't forget to put on your goggles. Let's start by taking a look at some of the chemicals that you'll be using today. First one is called calcium chloride, CaCl2. This is what it looks like. You can describe it. The next chemical is sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Here's what it looks like, so you can describe it as well. The next chemical we have is water. The next chemical we have is phenol red. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through the initial procedure so you can see what happens when these chemicals mix together. The first step says add 2 scopula tips of CaCl2 and 1 scopula tip of NaHCO3 in a medicine cup. So I'm going to take my calcium chloride and I'm going to go do 2 scopula tips. There's 1 tip. There's 2 tips. Then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do 1 scopula tip of NaHCO3 or sodium bicarbonate. So there's another scopula tip. Okay. Then it says that I need to go ahead and I need to add 10 milliliters of distilled water and 10 milliliters of phenol red into my Ziploc bag. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to measure out 10 milliliters of phenol red. Up towards the top there now, I'm just going to use a dropper pipette to get it up to 10 milliliters. We'll go ahead and we'll put that into our bag. And we'll do the same thing with the water. Rinse a little bit here quick. Okay, 10 milliliters of the water into the bag. Squeeze as much air out as possible and seal the bag. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to place our medicine cup right in here in the middle. Okay. And the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to flip this over, invert it into our container so we can see what's going on here. All right, so some things I'm seeing some bubbling in here. I'm also noticing this seems to be getting kind of cold. And I can also hear fizzing. So we should list all the changes that we observed in our procedure. So the next thing you're going to be responsible for is trying to figure out which substances caused the observed changes to occur. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to make a claim, write a procedure for how would you test that claim, how would you figure out whether that claim is true or not. And then it says carry out the procedure. I'm going to make a series of videos that are combining some chemicals so you can see what might be going on, and that will allow you to finish your video or your handout. All right, at this point, if you have not gone ahead in your handout and done all the way up through experiment 1, step number 2, you should go ahead and make sure that those are done before you start watching the rest of these videos. So I'm going to take some chemicals here and we're going to combine them. The first one I have is I've got water in the bag and I've got our calcium chloride, our CaCl2 with that. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put those two things together. Mix it up. And you can observe. I'll notice for you that this is feeling a little bit cool in my hands. And you can make observations about what it looks like. And what it sounds like, if anything. Next up, we have water and some of our sodium bicarbonate. Not really noticing much of anything in terms of temperature here, and you can kind of just look at what it looks like. Next, we've got our calcium chloride and our sodium bicarbonate. Doesn't feel any different. Next, we have our calcium chloride and our phenol red. Next, we have our phenol red, and we'll add water to it. And last but not least, we have our phenol red and our sodium bicarbonate. Next, we have phenol red, calcium carbonate, and calcium chloride, and sodium bicarbonate. Next we have water, sodium bicarbonate, and calcium chloride. Next, we have phenol red, water, and calcium chloride. Oh, that feels a little chilly. And finally, sodium bicarbonate, water, and phenol red. All right, that should be everything you need to finish your chemistry in a bag lab.